Our next reader tonight is Jeremy Pache. Jeremy is a poet in his own right and will be performing this Friday night at the DC Center's Open Mic Night, which will focus on HIV and AIDS in honor of World AIDS Day. We encourage everyone to come out on Friday night and share your experience with HIV and AIDS through the spoken word. Jeremy will be reading 2 poems tonight. The first is After Being Wanted by Sam D'Alessandro, Musings from a Post-Sexual Encounter. The second is Where Seed Falls, which will be the first of several poems to be read tonight and authored by Essex Hemphill, a Washington, D.C. native. Mr. Hemphill was both a poet and an essayist whose writings touched on themes such as the empowerment of the black male, community, racism, social hierarchy, and sexual encounters. Jeremy?
Thank you guys for having me. I'm going to choose 2 poems tonight that are kind of going to follow a bit of a similar theme I'm sure you've heard, and some of the other poems that you've heard tonight, which is basically promiscuity in our community. Being raised in Missouri, I was taught 2 things about homosexual men, and that is 1, that we are all sluts, and 2, that we all die of AIDS. No one dies of old age when you're a gay man. That's what I was told, and I decided then as a child that I was going to die of old AIDS. Not old AIDS, excuse me. I was going to die of old age as a gay man, and that I didn't have to follow the rules of being a promiscuous man throughout my life. But I think that that's part of the reason that we have had to fight so hard against this sexually transmitted disease, because when all you're taught as a child is that your sister gets Romeo and Juliet, but you get Sodom and Gomorrah, then it's hard for you to imagine monogamy later in your life. So I think that we have to take the steps to show the next generation that long-term committed monogamous relationships are something that's possible. So with that, I'm going to start with my poem by Sam D'Alessandro, After Being Wanted. You eat through me like a wound in one night to the cold bones until desire is finished using me up like a death. The tender fingers that spoke so quietly back and forth across my belly, the mouth searching and blind around my cold neck, are now all silent and gone. The sound of water in the hall bathroom is clear. As you wash away my imprint like a smudge. Almost anonymous footsteps quietly find their way out. Alone, moments after being wanted, I sit and smoke in the wrinkled bed, the sheets still shy and smelling of us. Can you guys hear me in the back? Everything okay? Yes. Good? Okay. And now we're going to do Where Seed Falls by Essex Hemphill. Stalking. The neighborhood is dangerous, but we go there. We walk the long way. Our jangling keys mute the sound of our stalking. To be under the sky, above or below. A man. This is our heat. Radiant in the night. Our hands blister with semen. Flowers blossom where we gather. In empty warehouses. Our seed falls without the sound or grace of stars. We lurk in shadows and in the dark. We don't have to say,
I love you. The dark swallows it and sighs like we sigh when we rise to our knees.